The next 7 days are not ordinary. They are not just a repetition of yesterday, and they are not meant to be wasted in the same circles of distraction. What lies ahead is a window of time, a moment that has been placed before you to awaken something within. In these days, decisions will not be small. Every action, every thought, every choice will hold the weight of your future. You may not realize it, but destiny bends in moments like these. The next 7 days are a test of your awareness. They will show you how awake you truly are. Ask yourself right now, if everything depended on what you do in the next 7 days, how would you live? Would you continue to scroll endlessly, numbing yourself with temporary pleasures? Would you keep telling yourself the same old stories of weakness and limitation? Or would you rise, stand tall within yourself and say, this is my time and I will not waste it? Life is waiting for that kind of decision. These days are not given to you casually. They are given as an opportunity to show whether you are ready to step into a higher version of yourself or whether you will sink back into comfort and sleep. The truth is simple. Every new chapter of life begins with a test of timing, and these 7 days are that test. The universe does not shout, it whispers. It gives you a chance, a subtle opening, and then watches to see if you will take it. If you ignore it, the cycle continues and you repeat the same mistakes again and again. But if you recognize the weight of this moment, if you understand that in these 7 days you have the chance to reshape everything, then you will treat each hour as sacred. You will see that time is not passing you by. It is asking you to act. Look at your life as it is right now. Where have you been drifting? Where have you been making excuses? The next 7 days demand honesty. If you are weak, admit it. If you are distracted, see it clearly, but do not stop there. Once you have faced the truth, step forward and change it. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop telling yourself that tomorrow is the day you begin. There is no tomorrow. There is only now, and there is only the next 7 days. Every great transformation begins with a decision, but a decision means nothing without discipline. You cannot say you want change and then keep living the same way. You cannot pray for strength and then feed your weakness. In these days, discipline must be sharp and your actions must be aligned. Wake up earlier, breathe deeper, move your body, clear your mind. Protect your energy. Every single day counts. If you waste even one, you are not ready for what you are asking for. Understand this. Life does not reward those who wait. It rewards those who prepare. The question is, are you prepared? These 7 days are not about waiting for a miracle. They are about creating the space for a miracle to appear. And miracles only appear to the disciplined, to the ones who show they are ready by their actions. If you want clarity, you must remove distractions. If you want strength, you must embrace struggle. If you want growth, you must walk willingly into discomfort. That is the law of life. Do not underestimate what can happen in 7 days. You can break a habit. You can create a new routine. You can decide never again to betray yourself with excuses. 7 days of alignment can shake your entire foundation and build a new one, but only if you commit with your whole being. Half-hearted effort will not be enough. This time requires intensity, focus, and unshakable will. The voice of doubt will try to enter. It will tell you that 7 days are not enough, that change takes longer. That voice is a lie. Change does not happen over years. It happens in a moment of decision, and then it is built day by day. These 7 days can be the foundation of the rest of your life. If you treat them with reverence, if you move through them with fire in your spirit, you will not be the same person at the end. So the choice is yours. In the next 7 days, either you repeat your patterns or you rise above them. Either you sleep or you awaken. Either you waste what has been given to you or you prove that you are ready. The time has been placed in your hands like a sacred gift. Do not let it slip through your fingers. The next 7 days decide everything. Most people live asleep. They move through days as if they are shadows, repeating the same thoughts, the same routines, the same mistakes. They wake up with the same worries. They go to bed with the same distractions. And in this sleep, they forget who they are. The next 7 days are calling you to wake up, not in the physical sense, but in the deepest sense. To open your eyes to your life, to your choices, to the reality you have been creating unconsciously. This awakening is not soft. It does not come with comfort. It comes like a storm that shakes you. It pulls away the blanket of excuses and exposes the truth of where you are. The next 7 days will not allow you to hide. Every delay, every weakness, every moment of wasted energy will show itself clearly. This is the time to face it, to admit that you have been asleep, drifting without awareness, and to finally rise. Ask yourself now, how many hours in your day are lived with presence? How often are you truly here, awake to your own breathing, awake to your actions, awake to your words? Or are you lost in noise, drowned in distractions that take your attention away from the only thing that matters? This moment. The next 7 days are a test of your presence. They are not about waiting for something external. They are about you finally seeing yourself clearly, finally breaking free from the fog of unconscious living. To awaken means to become responsible. It means no longer blaming the past, no longer waiting for luck, no longer depending on others to decide your path. It means taking back your power, even if it feels heavy. These 7 days are your invitation to responsibility. Look at what you have been avoiding. Look at the decisions you have been postponing. Look at the life you are creating with every thought and every action. Do not turn away from it. Stand and face it fully. That is awakening. When you begin to awaken, you will feel discomfort. You will see clearly how much time you have wasted. You will realize how much potential you have abandoned. That realization will hurt, but it is necessary. It is the pain of truth, and it is the beginning of transformation. Do not run from it. Use it. Let it cut away what is false, what is weak, what is lazy. In the next 7 days, allow that discomfort to push you into discipline, into clarity, into a new way of being. Understand this: when you are asleep, life controls you. Circumstances push you, emotions rule you, habits chain you. But when you awaken, you begin to control yourself. You stop reacting blindly. You begin to act with intention. You begin to see that every moment is a chance to grow. The next 7 days are your training ground. They are the time to break free from the prison of distraction and step into the freedom of awareness. Do not confuse awakening with waiting for a sign. Awakening is not something that comes from outside. It is not a voice from the sky, not a miracle that suddenly changes you. Awakening is a choice. It is the decision to be conscious right now, to pay attention to your life with full intensity, to stop moving like a machine and start moving like a human being with spirit, with vision, with purpose. These 7 days demand that choice from you. Look at how quickly life passes. 1 week becomes 1 month, 1 month becomes 1 year, and suddenly you look back and realize you were never truly awake for most of it. Do not allow the next 7 days to become another blur of wasted time. Slow down. See. Choose. Every action you take in these days must be intentional. Every word you speak must carry truth. Every moment must be lived fully. If you can do this, then at the end of 7 days, you will not just have passed time. You will have awakened to life itself. This is your moment to break the chains of sleep, to stop living half alive, to remember that you were not born to drift, but to rise. The next 7 days are a call to awaken your spirit, to open your eyes, to live with full awareness. If you answer that call, you will never go back to the way you were before. Because once you awaken, even for a moment, you will see that life has always been waiting for you to show up. And when you finally do, everything changes. The next 7 days will test you, not in ways that are always visible to others, but in the quiet moments where no one is watching. These days will stretch your patience. They will challenge your focus. They will demand your discipline. It is not punishment. it is preparation. Life does not give growth to those who avoid struggle. It gives growth to those who prove they are willing to endure the weight of discipline. Think about it. Every person says they want change, they want strength, they want a transformation. But how many are truly willing to be tested? To wake up earlier, to endure discomfort, to stay consistent when everything inside of them screams to quit? That is what these 7 days will reveal. They will show whether your words are empty or whether your spirit is ready. Discipline is not about perfection. It is about showing up even when it hurts. Faith is not about believing when everything is easy. It is about holding your ground when nothing makes sense. The next 7 days will bring resistance. You will feel tired. You will feel the pull of old habits. You will hear the voice of doubt whispering that change is too hard. But that is the point. Without resistance, there is no strength. Without tests, there is no growth. You cannot ask for a new life and then expect comfort. Comfort is the enemy of transformation. The very fact that you are tested means you are moving. It means something inside you is breaking free. Do not see struggle as a sign to stop. See it as proof that you are walking in the right direction. When the next 7 days push you to your limits, do not break. Bend, endure, but remain unshaken. This is how faith is built. This is how discipline sharpens you. Look at a blade of steel. It is useless until it has been hammered, heated, and shaped through fire. Only then does it become strong. In the same way, you are being forged. These 7 days are your fire. They are shaping you, burning away weakness, pressing out excuses, sharpening your edge. Do not resist the process. Trust it. Embrace it, because once you come through it, you will not be the same. You must also understand that faith is not passive. Faith is not sitting still waiting for life to change. Faith is action. Faith is discipline in motion. It is saying, even though I do not see results today, I will keep going. Even though nothing feels different, I trust that every step I take matters. In the next 7 days, your faith will be tested in silence. You will wonder if it's worth it. You will question whether your effort is enough. But those who hold on, those who keep moving, those who stay consistent even when unseen, those are the ones who cross into transformation. So prepare yourself. Do not walk into the next 7 days expecting ease. Walk in expecting challenge, expecting resistance, expecting tests. And when they come, do not complain, do not shrink back, stand taller, face them with strength. Say to yourself, this test is the proof that I am ready. Because in truth, the test is not against life. It is against yourself. It is you versus your old patterns, you versus your weakness, you versus the part of you that wants to stay asleep. If you give in, nothing changes. 7 days will pass and you will be the same. But if you endure, if you prove to yourself that you are greater than your excuses, then 7 days can be enough to shift everything. Small victories lead to great victories. 1 day of discipline creates momentum. 7 days of focus creates a new path. The tests are not here to break you. They are here to reveal you. Remember, strength is not built in comfort. Faith is not built in certainty. Discipline is not built in ease. They are built in moments of struggle, in the weight you carry when you want to let go but don't. These 7 days are your chance to build that strength, to strengthen your faith, to deepen your discipline. Treat every challenge as training. Treat every test as proof that you are ready. Do not wait for life to become easier. It will not. Instead, become stronger. Let the next 7 days be the time where you finally stop running from tests and start embracing them. When you come out on the other side, you will not just have survived, you will have transformed. The one who begins these 7 days will not be the same as the one who finishes them. The test is here. The question is simple: will you pass? The next 7 days will demand something very important from you: the courage to break old patterns. You already know the cycles you are trapped in. You already feel the weight of habits that keep repeating, holding you in the same place, giving you the same results. And deep down, you also know that nothing new can begin until something old is ended. These 7 days are the moment to cut the chains. Patterns are not just actions. They are prisons of the mind. They are the ways you react without thinking, the excuses you repeat when life challenges you, the weaknesses you hide behind. For years, you have carried them as if they were part of you. But they are not you. They are layers of fear, layers of comfort, layers of avoidance. And now, in this short window of 7 days, life gives you the chance to step out of them. Do not underestimate the power of a single week. In 7 days, you can begin to silence the voice that always tells you to wait. In 7 days, you can break the habit of reaching for distraction whenever you feel discomfort. In 7 days, you can stop feeding the part of yourself that chooses weakness over strength. The time is not long, but it is enough. Enough to prove that you are serious about transformation. But breaking old patterns is not easy. They will resist. They will pull at you. The next 7 days will bring temptations. The comfort of old routines will whisper to you, just one more time, just one more day. Nothing will change if you delay. That is the trap. That is how you have wasted years. This week, you must stand firm. You must remind yourself that every time you give in, you are building the chains stronger. And every time you resist, and you are breaking them link by link. Do not think of this as losing something. Think of it as being freed. What is taken away in these 7 days is not your joy, it is your prison. What you leave behind is not life, it is death disguised as comfort. When you let go of fear, of procrastination, of negativity, you are not losing, you are gaining space for something greater. But the choice is yours, to hold on to your chains or to finally release them. Breaking patterns requires awareness. You must catch yourself in the act. When you are about to complain, stop. When you are about to fall into distraction, stop. When you are about to repeat an excuse, stop. In that moment of stopping, you reclaim your power. It is not about being perfect. It is about interrupting the cycle. Every interruption weakens the old pattern and strengthens the new you. In the next 7 days, you must also replace the old with the new. If you remove a weakness but leave the space empty, the weakness will return. So build stronger habits. When you feel the urge to complain, speak gratitude instead. When you feel the pull of distraction, turn it into focus. When fear rises, meet it with courage. These 7 days are about replacement, not just removal. They are about building new foundations where old ones have crumbled. And remember, this courage is required because to let go of old patterns means stepping into the unknown. The old may be limiting, but it is familiar. The new is uncertain, and uncertainty can feel frightening. But fear is not a warning to turn back. Fear is a signal that you are entering new territory, that growth is happening. In these 7 days, embrace that fear, let it guide you forward instead of pulling you back. Imagine how different your life will look if you refuse to repeat yourself for even 1 week. Imagine the strength you will feel when you no longer bow to the same weaknesses. Imagine the freedom of finally breaking the cycle. That is the gift of these 7 days. Not perfection, not completion, but breakthrough. A step into the new. A beginning that can grow into transformation. The question is simple: will you repeat or will you rise? Will you live these days as another cycle of the old, or will you use them to break free? 7 days is all it takes to prove to yourself that you are greater than your past, greater than your patterns, greater than the chains you once carried. Choose to break them. Choose to step forward. In these days, you are not just living, you are rebuilding. And once the chains are broken, nothing can hold you back. The next 7 days are not about random action. They are not about rushing through tasks or chasing after meaningless goals. These days are about alignment. Alignment with your higher purpose, with the truth that already lives inside of you, with the path that you were always meant to walk. Without alignment, all effort is wasted. Without alignment, you can be busy and yet remain empty. The next 7 days are a chance to bring your actions, your thoughts, and your energy into one straight line that points to your destiny. Look closely at your life. How many of your daily actions truly serve your purpose? How much of your energy is spent on things that build you, strengthen you, and guide you forward? And how much of it is wasted on distractions, on habits that take you further away from who you are meant to be? These questions matter now more than ever because 7 days of misalignment will pass quickly and leave you weaker. But 7 days of alignment can open doors that have been closed for years. Alignment means to stop living in conflict with yourself. It means your thoughts agree with your actions agree with your values, and your values agree with the deeper voice of your spirit. When what you think, what you say, and what you do all point in the same direction, you create power. You stop scattering your energy in every direction. You focus it, and focused energy is unstoppable. The next 7 days are the training ground. For this, every decision you make in this period must be tested against one question. Does this align with my higher purpose? If the answer is yes, then move forward with full strength. If the answer is no, then leave it behind without hesitation. This is not the time for half commitments. This is not the time for actions that please the world but betray your soul. These days are too important for that. They decide everything. You may not know your full purpose yet, but you do know the difference between what strengthens you and what weakens you. You know the difference between truth and lies, between growth and decay, between discipline and indulgence. Alignment begins with these simple choices. Choose discipline over distraction. Choose truth over excuses. Choose growth over stagnation. 7 days of those choices can shift your life into a new direction forever. Understand that alignment does not mean ease. It does not mean everything around you will suddenly agree with your path. In fact, when you begin to align yourself, resistance will appear. People will question you, temptations will try to pull you back, and your old self will fight to survive. But alignment is not about pleasing others or satisfying your old patterns. It is about walking with integrity, no matter how hard the ground becomes. It is about choosing to honor your spirit above all else. For these 7 days, you must act like every moment matters, because it does. If you treat this time casually, it will slip through your fingers. But if you treat it as sacred, if you see every day as a chance to prove your alignment, then at the end of the week, you will not be the same. You will have shifted. You will feel lighter, clearer, stronger. Think of alignment as a key. When your thoughts and actions match your purpose, and you unlock doors that once seemed impossible to open. Opportunities arise, clarity comes, guidance flows. This is not magic. It is the natural result of living in truth. But without alignment, those doors stay shut. You knock and knock, but nothing opens because your life is out of tune with the rhythm of your purpose. So use these 7 days as a sacred practice. Every morning, set your intention. Today, I will live in alignment. Throughout the day, watch yourself closely. Notice when you are drifting. Notice when you are tempted to betray your own path, and then bring yourself back. This is the real training, not just in meditation, not just in silence, but in every ordinary moment of life. Alignment is built through constant correction, constant awareness, constant commitment. By the end of these 7 days, you will understand something important. Purpose is not found in the distance. It is created in the daily choices you make. Every aligned choice builds a foundation. Every aligned action strengthens your path. And when you live in this way, you no longer chase after meaning. It comes to you. Life begins to flow differently. Doors open. Strength grows. The confusion fades and clarity shines. So do not waste these days in misalignment. Do not scatter your energy in directions that do not belong to you. Take back your focus, bring your life into harmony, and walk in the straight path that your higher self has been calling you toward. 7 days is enough to shift your direction, enough to align you with the life you were meant to live. The only question is whether you will use them wisely. The next 7 days are not about waiting. They are about preparation. Too many people sit and hope for a breakthrough, expecting that life will suddenly shift while they remain the same. But breakthroughs do not come to those who wait idly. They come to those who prepare themselves, who discipline their minds, who sharpen their spirit, who show through their actions that they are ready to step into the next chapter. Think of it like this. If the door to your future opened right now, would you be ready to walk through it? Or would you hesitate, still carrying old fears, old doubts, and unfinished habits? These 7 days are a chance to prepare yourself so that when the opportunity comes, you are not caught unready. Life does not reward wishful thinking, it rewards preparation. Preparation means discipline. Each day in this week must be used to train your body, your mind, and your spirit. Wake up earlier, clean your environment, strengthen your focus. These small acts are not meaningless. They are signals. They tell life that you are serious, that you are no longer waiting passively, that you are building yourself to handle what is coming. A breakthrough is heavy. It requires strength to carry. And if you are not prepared, you will drop it the moment it arrives. The next 7 days are training ground. Do not look at them as ordinary days. Look at them as a sacred test. Every moment is a chance to show readiness. When you are tempted to waste time, prepare instead. When you feel like giving in to distraction, prepare instead. When old habits try to return, prepare instead. Each act of preparation builds the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Preparation also means clarity. You cannot step into a breakthrough if you do not know what you are stepping toward. Take these 7 days to clear your mind, to decide what truly matters, to remove the noise that clouds your vision. Stop saying yes to everything that steals your focus. Stop carrying things that do not belong to your path. Preparation is not only about doing more, it is also about removing what does not serve you. Understand this truth. The future is already on its way. The question is not whether opportunities will come. The question is whether you will be ready when they arrive. These 7 days are your chance to sharpen yourself, to rise in strength, to align your inner world so that when the door opens, you do not hesitate, you walk through with certainty. Do not confuse preparation with waiting for perfection. Perfection will never come. You will never feel completely ready. Preparation is about action, not perfection. It is about doing what you can with what you have right now. Even small steps create momentum. Even small actions shift your spirit into readiness. What matters is that in these 7 days, you show up fully without excuses. When you prepare, you build confidence. You no longer fear the future because you know you are training for it. Confidence does not come from wishing, it comes from preparation. When you practice discipline for 7 straight days, when you push yourself beyond your comfort zone, when you build habits that strengthen you, you begin to trust yourself again. That trust is the foundation of every breakthrough. Preparation is also spiritual. It means emptying yourself of doubt, of negativity, of fear. It means filling yourself with silence, with presence, with faith. In these 7 days, you must prepare your inner world as much as your outer. Let go of the voices that keep you small. Strengthen the voice within that says, I am ready. Every day, repeat it through action, repeat it through discipline, repeat it through courage. 7 days may seem short, but they are enough. In 7 days, you can reshape your mindset. In 7 days, you can begin new habits. In 7 days, you can clean your space, clear your mind, and sharpen your focus. 7 days of preparation can shift the entire course of your journey. The question is whether you will treat them as sacred or let them pass like every other week. So take this time seriously. Do not waste it. Do not wait for a miracle to arrive while you do nothing. Show through your preparation that you are ready. And when the breakthrough comes, and it will come, you will not hesitate, you will not fear, you will not falter. You will rise to meet it because you prepared for it. These 7 days decide everything. And preparation is the key that unlocks the next chapter of your life.